your sandwich yet?
It's gone, buddy.
Is it good?
It was a sandwich.
All right, welcome to the One Podcast, who eventually rule them all, episode number 215. We moved up to a different weight division today. I am the Beat Snow for this episode, joined today by Samurai Jordi. Your phone service tech, Jake. Cody's here, and Slipknot himself, Devin, is here with us.
Tortilla boy.
Tortilla man boy right there. We got a great episode for you today. Devin's going to bring you all the greatest and latest news from the entertainment, video game, pop culture, everything in between. Probably tell us about why Casey Anthony is back in the news. We're going to hit the gym, Jake's Power Hour, see what he's been playing. We're going to talk about what we've all been playing. I've been playing Avowed, so we don't have to talk about that.
Hey, me too, buddy.
We're going to hit the Shadow Realm. See what the Shadow knows this week. We got a new show premiered. Maybe he'll talk about that. Maybe he didn't have time to watch it. We'll see. We'll find out. We're going to talk some wrestling. John Cena is a bad man. We're going to get...
it's like Jordi always knew.
We're going to get our thoughts on that and all things that happened at Elimination Chamber. And, you know, Jordi's back with us. He's going to fact check us. He's going to tell us what we got wrong throughout the whole episode. It's not going to be a lot because we are very, very good people and we do not like to lie. So there's that.
Hate it.
You hate lying.
All I need is one.
Well, we'll see. But before we get into that, we're going to play Do You Know a TOPTERTA? I'm going to ask you guys this question. Get to know each other a little bit better, you know, have a little warm up, get our throats, you know, nice and wet. Have a little discourse discussion if you'd like. Question for this week is I'm going to continue on what we were doing last week. And the question for this week is, what would be your choice of weapon for the zombie apocalypse? You can't include guns.
Cannot.
Cannot. Stripping away your Second Amendment rights.
One of those. It can be any weapon as long as it's not a gun.
A firearm, yes, as long as it's not a firearm.
A sack of nickels.
So Devin just wants to be loud.
A sack of nickels.
Imagine getting hit with a full sack of nickels.
It would be funny, but I don't think that the zombies would understand the fun of it.
You got to think it's a blunt object. Never has to be sharpened. Does not dull. Doesn't have to be reloaded.
What if your sack breaks?
Yeah.
You reinforce the sack, obviously.
How are you going to reinforce it?
Some hemp, some carbon fiber, you know.
I mean,
come on.
Whatever.
What, a cattle prod?
I like it.
A cattle.
I'll put a couple tasers in the sack. That's a hodgepodge. You never know what elemental affliction will give a zombie when I hit them. A couple lighters, cattle prods, tasers.
Poisonous mushrooms.
I think I'm gonna
blows with that sack of nickels.
I don't know. I can swing it pretty hard, I think.
I'm gonna keep it real simple. I'm just gonna go with a machete.
Yeah, I'm kind of going the same.
Nice length, very reliable, easy to swing, easy to store.
I know. Snow's gonna pick his family's blade.
I'm gonna go with an axe. Not like just a little hand axe, but something in between. Like
a
one
Paul
of
Bunyan axe?
I don't want it like a sledgehammer size axe. I want
a hand axe.
Kind of, but a little larger. But I'm saying a little larger than a hand axe. I can't.
I don't think there's an in between. I think it's just hand axe or axe. They don't make medium axe.
Well, I'm gonna find that.
Left-handed axes.
I don't think left-handed makes it
Like a throwing axe? A throwing axe?
That's a small axe.
Yeah, it's a smaller axe.
It's a
Oh,
hand
okay.
axe, brother. I mean,
So do you want a
I really
two-handed
don't.
axe?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Or do you want a hatchet?
No, maybe.
Like, do you want to be a juggalo? Because that's possible, I suppose.
You're
do
definitely he's
not.
already a juggalo.
Do not
Give him
want that.
give him a bottle of Fago. He'll make it through. Whoop whoop.
No, sir.
I
Wrong
think-
crowd for that. That's the other.
I think I would go bow and arrow. That'd be
Bow
fun.
and arrow.
You think you'd be strong enough to pull bow and arrow every time you needed to?
Yeah. Okay. Crossbow. How about that?
There you go.
I mean, you still got to pull back the wires for that, but
Nah, not like a bow and arrow. That's crazy shit.
I could put that on the ground and like put all my weight in the. But I think bow and arrow, or like I'll steal Snow's family weapon and use a katana.
What's my? Oh,
Masamura.
What about you, Snow?
I was gonna go with the sickle or something. You know, just something. I
A
don't know.
sickle.
That
Like
that was
rush.
actually my backup.
Like a sickle, like Russian grandma tending to the field.
yeah. Well, so the big part of the
gosh.
reason why I chose the axe is because if I need to get in through a door, can use it for that. If I need to kill something, can use it for that.
You do
Need
that
to
with a
bust
bag of
into
nickels too.
window? No, you cannot. Please, right now, bust down your door with a bag of nickels.
With a single bag of nickels.
You give me a
Not-
big enough
not a
bag of
sack.
nickels.
Not a large sack of nickels, because you
No.
can't just fucking. You can walk around like Santa Claus with a thing full of nickels.
Yes.
You think you're going to be able to swing that around when there's 100 zombies coming at you?
I swing. I don't one hand swing. I shot put swing like those big folk in the Olympics. I am twirling.
He's just spinning
Wow.
around all the
Like-
zombies.
Yeah, like Link's up B and smash. That's what I'm doing.
So when this happens, Devin, you go ahead and scout ahead for us, and when you don't come back, we'll just know not to go that way.
Oh no, I'll clear the path.
I could go with the spear too. That'd be fun.
Spear would be cool. Spear would be
We could
cool.
all or
Multi-use,
we could all get big ass shields and just phalanx around.
Yeah, there we go.
Like
I think-
we'll be protected at all times.
Yeah.
It's a solid.
Well, you
So,
wouldn't be
I-
the first person to be planning with. That's what. That's it.
Devin said, "No, fuck my keyblade, fuck my scissor sword.
a scythe.
Make a-
They want a scythe.
I'm gonna make a bag of nickels.
I thought we had to. He didn't. He said no guns. No.
No guns. That was it.
Let me just use my Nerf
Yeah.
baseball bat. And,
I have a Nerf sniper rifle.
Might as well.
well, at least most of us will be surviving the zombie apocalypse. Good luck with your bag of nickels.
Yeah, I don't
Zombies
think
are
I don't
brittle.
think I'm staying
You
with
think
Devin.
they're gonna?
Brittle.
You think they're gonna last?
You think zombies are brittle?
That's the whole point. They're undead. They're decayed creatures.
If
If I hit somebody with a 70-pound bag of nickels, where I've been twisting around, I've hit like peak hurricane speed in my rotation. I'm taking a piece of the zombie apart.
you're gonna have enough energy to carry around 70 pounds,
Not only
If I-
carry,
if I
circle
carry it-
swing.
If I carry it around at all times, yes, my body will get used to it.
you,
It's just like taking a bump, brother. You
You're
take
not-
enough, it
you're
doesn't
not
hurt anymore.
eating and hydrating as well or as much as you are now.
Don't need to. Carrying around a bag of nickels.
You barely can breathe walking to the ring.
You're not wrong.
You're right. Carrying around that bag of nickels make me better. I'll lick a couple batteries beforehand, get a jolt, and we'll just get active. Sometimes you got to pop out and show them.
All right. Well, Devin, show us what the news has been doing. If
I
you want.
guess.
You don't have to.
No, I am. I'm trying to pull it up. Sorry, I just opened up Twitter.
This is TOPTERTA News with lead anchor Devin Blair.
You guys like geckos?
I do like geckos.
Do you like
Remember that-
Gex the gecko?
I was just about to bring up Gex.
Well, that's funny because Gex Trilogy's coming out this summer of his old games.
Ooh, that's cool.
I've never played a Gex game, but I would always go to the video store and look at his games.
Yeah.
Never got one. But I did get his How to Draw Gex drawing book. Some of the first pictures I ever drew were of Gex. Monster Hunter Wilds has already beaten Cyberpunk 2077 and Elden Ring's peak player count with over 1.2 million players on release day. Wilds has also sold 8 million copies in its first 3 days. Now, this was as of a couple days ago, so undoubtedly more. Now, it's the fastest Capcom game to ever sell that many games. And Steam hit 40 million concurrent players for the first time ever with the release of Monster Hunter Wilds. Pretty good numbers there for Monster Hunter. We're big Monster Hunter fans here, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Cody, Spider-Man's coming to Magic the Gathering, man.
It is. It is.
Are you not excited?
It'd be cool. I honestly haven't looked into Magic for a minute.
That's my boy. Yes, thank you.
I wouldn't be excited if they had the art. Like,
What?
I don't
He's making fun of you, Devin.
How's it
honestly,
making
I
fun of
don't
me?
even know what the cards are.
Spider-Man and Doc Ock are the only ones they showed off.
Okay.
if it looks like a friendly neighborhood Spider-Man show, oh, it's probably gonna look terrible.
Bruh, why are you doing that? Because you also think it looks like shit. Like,
But I will.
stop.
I still want to watch it.
I don't want to hear it. You still want to watch it? Sure. But in the context that you are saying these things,
I mean, you haven't watched it yet, but you still want
You
to.
are. I've watched the first episode. You're a habitual art
Hater.
guy.
can't a guy be bougie about something? Can't he
You're
have
bougie about everything,
Can't he
Devin.
have fine, significant taste?
In
Food,
everything, literally
art,
everything.
Animation, you're wrestling. Fucking, what aren't you bougie in, dog?
Well, how am I bougie in wrestling? Where does that even come from?
I'm so bad at wrestling because I don't perform like I did in 2017 when I wrestled every week.
That's true. That doesn't make me
And
bougie.
worked out every week and ate
I'm not.
somewhat healthy.
He has never eaten healthy. Devin
Well,
has never eaten healthy.
Must be nice.
I used to never eat sodium. I still don't eat sugar really. You know, that's besides the point. It's just, what? It's gang up on me, Day. All right. Speaking of ganging up on
telling
somebody,
the
in
truth
Shrek
about you.
5, in Shrek 5, Zendaya will be Shrek and Fiona's daughter.
Yeah. You probably hate the way she looks too, don't you?
Sorry.
I might be the only person in the world, but I do not see a big difference in new Shrek and old Shrek.
Looks
I
the same
didn't
to me.
see any difference in the Shreks.
There was a huge discourse in the way Shrek looks because it's
People are
completely
fucking
different than,
annoying.
and they want a big
I
huge
saw-
Sonic re-release on this one.
I saw Donkey had a different haircut.
It's been 300 years. Of course, you got a new haircut.
I'm with you. I literally couldn't care any less. Are you big and green and ogreish? Then you're Shrek.
And are you voiced by that guy? Yeah, you're
Michael
Shrek.
Myers. Are you voiced by Mike Myers?
There's a big
probably
discourse
Shrek.
about it, so I don't know.
People, man, yeah, all right. Well, whatever. Hey, Shrek's coming out. I don't remember there being a Shrek 4. If I'm gonna be honest.
Me neither. I'll keep it a buck with
It's
you.
the,
Had no idea.
Final chapter or whatever it was.
Oh well,
Obviously, that was a lie.
Surely.
Is Puss in
Anyway.
Boots part of the Shrek universe?
Yes.
The Shrekiverse?
Yes.
Puss in Boots, good movie.
I'm surprised we
Shrek
never got a donkey movie.
Shrek is part of the fairy tale universe, so any fairy tale creatures are in the Shrek universe.
Yeah.
Okay.
Puss in Boots, best Shrek movie. then.
So, are we talking like fairy tale universe? Does that include like Cinderella and all that shit?
I mean, they had the Gingerbread Man, and who else was in that movie?
Yeah, Snow White was in there. Elsa
That's-
and Rapunzel are a part of that.
I need to read Shrek's
Yeah, really?
grim story.
I haven't watched Shrek in an
And
extremely long time.
the Grimm fairy tales are.
Grim Fairy Tales is dope. I haven't seen Shrek in no, me neither. It's been a while.
I'm not a big Shrek guy. You Snow the Kids big Shrek guys?
Oh yeah.
I liked the first two. I thought the first two were fun.
I
haven't seen
don't
the third or
remember
fourth.
the second. I don't remember the second one at all. I've never seen the third one. Didn't know there was a fourth one. The only thing I can't say I remember a lot about the first one, but obviously there's
Bro, I
wrestling in the
remember
first one.
one so much. Like,
I remember the first one pretty vividly too. The wrestling scene, great.
yes,
That's when playing All Star. Anyway, speaking of Shrek, Clayface is confirmed for the DC universe. It will be a rated R body horror,
ooh,
which I mean, Clayface is a transforming guy. If you don't know,
that's gonna be fun.
he's Clay. It's a new game mode. Well, a new game mode coming to Marvel Rivals called Clone Rumble. You and your teammates are all the same characters, and of the now this being the third new game mode they've dropped with a new season, whatever. I think this one will probably be the best one because you're actually playing the game. But that's not saying much. Because I can just see like a whole field of like Storm, for example, or Iron Man. Two teams of flying characters is going to be a nightmare, like an absolute nightmare.
Yep.
Or I mean, okay, or a whole team of cloak and daggers. That game's not going to end. Like it will be impossible. Whole game of a whole game of Lokis could be fun though.
Team of Loki.
Your power.
Yeah, you know what? So you steal a Loki's ultimate,
They
and you just
keep doing
infinitely
it.
keep stealing Loki's ultimate.
Born again, but.
We're gonna have to run some of that.
I
might
might
depends
jump
on
the gun
what-
for that.
Depends on what the other team picks too.
Right. No, I'm saying like, yeah, I get it, but I'm talking like both teams Loki.
Okay, imagine everybody picking Scarlet Witch and all getting the ults at the same time.
So actually, I saw somebody. They were like pre-gaming this,
Yeah.
and they were all. Well, actually, they couldn't have been pre-gaming it because it was 11 Captain Americas and an Iron Man, and Iron Man shot his ultimate,
Yeah.
and they all had their shields up, so it just kept bouncing infinitely. So,
That's funny. That's
must have
funny.
been a mod, but yeah. New skins for Venom and Cloak and Dagger coming March 6th as we record this. So it'll be tomorrow, the day after, or the day before you're listening to this right now. Go get that skin. You can, I mean, it's Cloak and Dagger is pretty nice. I'm gonna be honest, the Venom skin looks like one of the Venom skins that are already there. But yeah, Cloak and Dagger. Cloak's purple suit, you know, looking real 1920s dapper. And Cloak, or Dagger, she's bad, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Not as bad as you.
No, all white. Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3 and 4 remake revealed. You can pre-order it right now. It's available July 11th.
On Game Pass.
Told- Day one Game Pass? Oh,
If it's on the
boy.
Game Pass, I might fuck around and play with it,
No,
but I
you
wasn't
won't.
gonna
Oh,
go for
boy.
it.
No, you
Oh,
won't.
I played a little bit of 1 and 2 remake.
oh my god.
Sure, you pooped all over it.
I
Open
did
butthole.
not. No, I will say-
bowl.
that's insane.
Open.
I will say this is all I'll say about it because I know you guys fucking hate me. I like the arcade skateboarding games. I prefer the simulation. That's it. They're good games. They're just not for me.
I think they're
Don't-
great.
Ain't there great games where you're like, this game is? I understand why these people love this game. I don't love it.
Monster Hunter.
There you go.
Crazy. I'm buying that for you. Give me your login.
You can send gifts to people. You
Yeah,
know?
you can send gifts.
I don't know how.
It's a great thing you have Google.
All right, man. Yeah. Anyway, very excited for Tony Hawk. I
It looks good.
I like them all. It does look good. The 1 and 2 remakes, I dropped like 75 hours in it. Probably. I unlocked everything. Yeah, it was great. Great fun time.
No BAM though, probably. Looks like.
No,
No,
man.
Yeah,
Very
confirmed.
sad. Very sad. My favorite character to be.
Not Lil
But
Wayne.
it's all right. No, that was in Tony Hawk 5, and it was miserable, along with the Ninja Turtle.
Well, what there you can have what 2 characters if you like pre-order or something, or
I didn't see that. I saw the pre-order was a bunch of just like stickers. Is what I saw,
you get like
or not stickers, like
the Revenant.
yeah, what are the logos? A bunch of logos,
Ooh.
brands.
Ooh.
Anyway, yeah, I'm excited for that. This I think is cool. Beta programs coming to PlayStation. It's a new centralized place for you to register your interest in future PlayStation betas, from testing participating PS5 and PC games, new PS5 console features, and more. You can just, if you Google PlayStation beta program, it'll take you to the site. You just sign up and possibly get on a list and get put in whatever betas they have coming. If it's a limited beta. PlayStation 3 received a system update today.
Huh.
And it's to allow users to keep using Blu-ray discs,
Oh,
which at first I thought was just Blu-ray movies. But then I got to thinking a little more. The PS3 games are also Blu-ray. So does that
Yeah.
mean, like, this is a question I should ask PlayStation on Twitter. If they don't do the update for when the firmware or the encryption key is set to end next, can you just not play your PS3 anymore at all?
might not be able to.
I don't know. Just a question for food for thought, I guess. 3 NBA players are coming to WWE 2K25 DLC. I have a feeling that Tyrese Halliburton is going to be one of them.
Yeah, probably.
Along with Abyss, New Jack, and Bull Nakano. And then obviously anybody who's recently come to WWE, Motor City Machine Guns, Jade Cargill, people like that, they will also be DLC. Terrible the island news. It's horrible.
Well, I told you that.
According to people who have played it. It has no redeeming qualities. It's small. There are hair options locked only to it. You get stuck running around in NBA 2K clothing. And the only thing you can really do is put logos on the shirts. That's pretty awful if you ask me. But I don't know. I haven't played it. It's just what I read. Pokemon and Honda announced the Koraidon project. A life-size Koraidon motorcycle will be on display in Tokyo March 7th through 9th. No word on if his feet are the legs. You're just going to ride it around like a horse, pretty much. I don't know. GameStop is going to be selling Pokemon TCG products above MSRP upon release from now on. That's already started.
Terrible.
Higher price for Pokemon cards. It gets you to buy those Funko Pops. Because that's all they sell now.
Do you say about the pre-order stuff last week before?
I did. No more pre-orders. Yeah. Shameful, isn't it? GameStop used to be a beautiful place. Like 2009,
Peak.
midnight. Oh man, the best of times. Really, the best of times. Game Informants still come to your house. Oh, we could reminisce, boys. We could. Biggest news, but pretty small news. Pokemon Presents happened. Showcased some Legend Z to A and a late 2025 release date. In it, you saw nothing really, no new Pokemon, but you did see some new battle mechanics, which you can now dodge as you're playing. I don't know. I don't know. I didn't really look into it if it was still turn-based or if it was like press button attack like an RPG, like
It
an
looked
RPG.
It looked like there was like a thing on the side, bottom right, that showed the 4 different moves.
That's what I'm saying, but it didn't
Yeah.
look turn-based.
Mm-mm.
So I think it would be pretty cool if it's not turn-based. Like
If it's not turn-based and like it's dependent on your speed and shit like that.
like during battle, you just
Battle.
I don't know because they all well actually no because in I can't say no, but in Arceus, Pokemon had a speed. They all had their speed stats, but they were all like different. They could not be used that way if they got ported into another game. I don't know how it's going to work. It didn't look turn-based. If it's not, I'm into trying that, especially with Pokemon Champions, which was also announced, which is a battle sim. It's going to be available on Switch and mobile when it releases. So it's probably going to take place with Showdown, and that's where you will be able to do traditional battles. You'll be able to do Dynamax and Mega Evolve. So I'm guessing you'll probably be able to retro back to some older battle mechanics. It's a beautiful little Mega Blastoise. You guys ever think Blastoise, if he took off his shell, would look like a choke?
Choke me.
Could. Anyway, yeah, I think... anyway, Pokemon Presents looked good. It was just very short, which it's not always long. I personally wanted a little more info. But that was that. It looks good. I'm excited, as always. Triumphant Light will be the next Pokemon set in Pokemon TCG Pocket. I believe that is the Arceus set. I'm not big on Pocket. I don't really have much to say about it. I don't think there's much to do in it. If you log on, you get some free cards, though, from whatever sets you want.
I like Pocket. I think it's fine. I mean, I wish that it just had regular battling in it, though. I wish it was Pokemon the trading card game just with regular battle. Or with the pack opening options.
They had to make it more streamlined, easier.
They don't, though.
Although
It's not like
no, it's
Pokemon's
not.
an exceptionally hard game to play from in general, though.
No, it's not. But the problem you run into is like people like metaing the game, and then you get things like it's just some things make the game miserable to play. But it is what it. Anyway,
You can meta anything, though. You can meta this.
I mean, no, you can't. You can, especially because the water decks are kind of crazy with Misty and Irida.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Anyway, we love Pokemon. We're a big Pokemon podcast. We're almost an explicitly Pokemon podcast. You know what? Speaking of Pokemon podcast, I think about this like weekly. For like 3 or 4 weeks, Snow was doing a little Pokemon fact and just stopped. Thinking nobody would remember. We'd all forget. I didn't forget. I never have.
Not only did I not forget, but I miss it.
I miss it deeply. Should probably do it tonight.
It's interesting.
Is it interesting?
Nobody cared about
Devin, you want to start a Pokemon podcast?
I care. I'll do a Pokemon podcast after this one tonight. Anyway, that's all I've got. I think we were on a good run.
it. Really, that's
Great run.
all.
That's all. You know, it was a tough week. Like I said, I had a tough one. Jordi had a good one. State was in there bothering me all week. Had to sit in there with her. Office was very hot.
It's that time. It's that time. Devin, we'll talk about Monster Hunter in a moment. Got to give my little update for Avowed.
Oh, we can talk about Avowed for sure.
I know you
Of
hate
course.
it now because you've beaten Monster
Barry
Hunter.
Allen
Or
over
you've
here.
beaten it. And
No, I
That's pretty
I
fun.
liked Avowed a lot, despite what Cody thinks.
Speedrunner.
Cody
What the
do?
fuck did I think?
Well, what do you think?
So I am in the process of getting Giada as one of my companions.
Yeah,
Is that their name?
God.
Giada?
Gianna.
Giada? Okay,
She's
that
Italian.
one. Okay. Cool.
My God.
Animancery is cool as fuck. I wish that was an option to play as. I think that'd be fun. For Cody and Jordi, Animancery is necromancy, basically.
Okay.
So that's cool. I've done like all the side stuff in Emerald Stair. I haven't been
But
finding.
tell them what they're using animancy for.
They're using it to fucking farm. Just bringing zombies back to farm.
Right. So you get the dialogue options, and they're
That's messed up.
they're just using it to farm, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, one of the dialogue options I picked was, "Do you really think this is ethical?" Like,
Did you say that?
I did.
What'd they say?
She basically was like, "Who knows? They're dead."
Who cares? They're dead. So I've been doing a lot of the side stuff in Emerald Stair now. Just now started doing the stuff to unlock Giada as their companion. I found the thing to buy I bought the totem gimmick so that I could find all the totems. I found the first one that you can set down in like one of the fragments, but I haven't found all the fragments yet. Still rocking the sword and the shield with the pistol and the grimoire as my secondary. I haven't found much stuff that I want to trade out for it yet.
I'll be honest. It took until damn near the last area before I switched off the sword.
I really might, if I find something that I like, I might switch to a ranged weapon like an arquebus or a bow if I find a good bow. But right now, like what I've been doing is I'll go into the battle with the grimoire and the pistol, and I don't remember which grimoire I have, but it has a couple defensive things. So I have a ring of fire, and then I give myself a shield as well, and I switch to the sword, and I'm chilling. They ain't touching me.
I used ring of fire too.
I was chilling. Was not touching me. It was nice.
Yeah, I'm telling you. So you
And
get
I might-
fireball eventually.
I have fireball already. I have it unlocked. I just haven't put it in. Can you add spells to the grimoire?
You don't add spells to the grimoire. You can just learn spells. If you have the grimoire with a spell in it, and you like buy the spell basically to use without the grimoire, it's upcasted. So like
Okay.
if you have fireball in the grimoire and you get fireball, you upcast it.
Okay, that's cool. I like that.
As long as you cast it from the grimoire.
Right. I might run sword grimoire something else long range later on in the game, but I'm really liking the sword shield combo.
Hey, listen, sword grimoire was awesome.
Yeah, especially if you have some defensive stuff in the grimoire, makes things a little easier. I'm really liking it. Great game, really. I do want to go ahead and throw a little love towards Cody real quick. I saw a review of a game that Cody praised for a long time, and it didn't seem like anybody was listening. Forspoken.
Mm-hmm.
Starting to get some love. It looks like so.
Caleb bought that game.
Shout out to Cody.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Caleb
I do think it kind of has the same like what they keep trying to do to Aloy of, it's a woman and she's not the most beautiful thing I've ever seen, so it's going to be terrible.
Well, this reviewer was coming from a black man, and he said, it seems like y'all just hate this game because it's a black woman getting all the powers that a white guy's gotten for the past 40 years.
I had a lot of fun with it.
And I was thinking, I thought to myself, I said, that sounds right.
Yeah. I think they added DLC that I have not played yet, but I don't know. I loved it. It was free on PlayStation not too long ago.
Speaking of loving it, Cody, you started Avowed.
I did. I've been having a lot of fun with it.
Have you been into Paradise yet?
No. No, I have not. I've been busy doing other stuff and getting back to work and all that kind of stuff. But I'll get there. Next time I get on and play. But
Avowed really is a great game.
yeah, I've been having a lot of fun with it. I would say 4 out of 5. I like the different dialogue options. I like that it lets you know what dialogue options you missed out on, and like, okay, well, so the next playthrough, I know I need to.
I want to
Try
do
and
something
work on
completely
that.
different. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah, I pissed Yasli off. And I don't know how.
Did
Like,
you?
I did. So, like, towards the end of the game, like, you're talking to all your friends when you're about to go off and do the final stuff, and they're all
Yeah.
like telling you like what they like about you and like how great you were, for lack of a better term. Gets to Yatsley and she's like, I think you could have done more personally. And I'm like, I literally already stopped the end of the world. Like, what? And she's like, yeah, no, fuck you.
Go fuck
Which
yourself,
is
buddy.
which is crazy because I did like specifically something that made only her happy.
Yeah.
But whatever.
I like Yatsli's voice actress.
I like that she is from Pillars of Eternity. Like
Like
there are
one of the
multiple,
games.
yeah, there are multiple characters in this game from that game.
Yeah, Ludwig was one of them. Is one of them.
Yeah, I found that out too.
It makes me want to go back and play those games. I don't know if I will, but
I don't even know what kind of games those are.
those are like Baldur's
they're
Gate,
very
if
heavy
they're-
RPG games. Yeah.
Oh,
very
I thought
much
they were
Baldur's
like.
Gate.
I'm gonna be honest. I thought they were like Gauntlet.
very much old Baldur's Gate, like 1 and 2 type style.
Oh, I know their Obsidian's old, and their like opening cinematic has not changed in 40 years.
No. Well, Obsidian's not old.
Obsidian's old.
Not really. I guess they are kind of old, aren't they?
I mean, yeah.
Because they made
they're
Fallout
not-
New Vegas, yeah.
and they're older than they're older
Yeah.
than that too.
I do have Pillars of Eternity 2 Deadfire. The only reason I bought it was because you got
Hold up. It's called Deadfire?
Yeah.
So is Avowed a sequel basically?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Ah,
Yeah, when you play it,
yeah.
you're there.
Oh, it's not a
happened.
sequel. Yeah, it's not it's not complete, like, I don't know. I
it's
guess
definitely a sequel because they
Yeah.
talk about we're doing everything after the Deadfire
yes,
incident.
it's definitely a sequel, but it's
The thing-
not like go ahead.
I was gonna say, I think what Jake's trying to get at is it's not considered a sequel because like it's not a continued story. You don't have to play the other games first.
Right.
It's the
not
same
not
universe,
connected.
same like characters, same era, but it's a different story. It's its own
Yeah.
story.
Like Elder Scrolls. It's kind of
Same
like
universe takes place after, but not
Yeah.
a sequel.
Exactly. Yep. But I do want to play through Deadfire because of what I've learned. The reason I got Deadfire is because so you get character portraits and that's how they talk to each other. They don't do like kind of like the old school Fallouts where you don't get a zoom in of the face. It just shows a portrait and gives you a bunch of different dialogue options. You get some critical role characters as your portrait.
I think I have it because it was free on Epic Games at one point.
It was free on Epic.
I think
I have Pillars of
both of them
Eternity.
were at some point.
I think I have one on Epic and one on Steam.
Yeah, that's how I have it too. One was free on one was free on the other.
Yeah. But Avowed's great. Definitely my early game of the year contender. We'll see if it's there's a lot. This year is a banger after banger.
It's
So
going to be heavy.
The next 2 months, really.
yeah. As far as Monster Hunter Wilds goes, I haven't played too much of it yet. We just got it today. Made my character. Devin said he called that I was going to look like that.
I mean, it looks just like you.
Yeah.
If you put makeup on, like just rubbed eye black on your eyes.
Yeah. One of the big upgrades that I think it's a big upgrade is main character has a voice actor now.
Yeah, I really like that. I like that a lot.
Is huge.
I like that your Palico can actually talk now.
Yes, Palico can speak. You can. I have it set to where it's like talking like a cat, but you can read it has subtitles.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'm liking it so far. I killed the Chatacabra. Did a little bit of the walking around the camp. I'll say there's a lot more story at the beginning of this game than there was at Worlds.
Yeah, there's the map is also a lot bigger and seemingly harder to navigate right now. I know that's because we just jumped into it. The Sacred can auto move, but I was
like
using
that.
I was using it to auto move.
Mhm.
And it was auto moving, but it was not going to the objective. It was literally just running around like having fun.
It was auto moving away.
Yeah, just jumping off stuff. No fall damage, always good. It essentially so far gameplay is pretty much exactly like
It's Worlds, but with
World. It is for sure so far much easier.
the Chatacabra was fucking easy, bro.
So yeah, I beat it in like 4 minutes.
Yeah.
And it would have taken me. Also, the bow got a big buff, like for sure. Yeah.
I think bow's gonna be my secondary weapon.
Yeah, I haven't really decided on a secondary weapon. It gave me one, which is the bow gun.
I really
I haven't
like
used it.
the focus feature.
Mm-hmm.
Cody, they've added a focus feature, so now you can press and hold L2 and move your crosshair to like the part of the body you want to hit. So if you've injured something and it shows it's bleeding, you can continue to injure that area and hurt it even more.
And the bow auto locks on.
Oh, does it?
Yeah, and as a tracer you can shoot where it'll auto lock onto the tracer and hit wherever you want.
Nice.
Yeah, it's great. It is great.
I didn't start with the insect glaive this time. I don't like that they took away the flying mechanic of it, so I switched to the charge blade charge blade. The one that's the axe and you can switch to the sword.
Yeah.
And I really like it so far. I liked it in the last one too. I was between that one and the longsword because the longsword is what I used before I started using the glaive.
I think longsword's going to be my secondary.
Longsword's fun, man.
It reminds me of Snow's heritage.
Yeah, Snow's family weapon.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, it's. I was playing it and it felt like. So I played Rise, and I never felt like I was playing Monster Hunter World again. Like, it didn't capture me the way Worlds did.
Yeah.
I played Wilds, and it felt like I was playing the sequel to Worlds. It felt like.
No, and I can say I think it's because this is for like PS5, Xbox, whereas Rise was Switch.
Yes,
it came out on the Switch first.
Yeah, and I played Rise on PS4 and PS5. I did not. It wasn't.
Yeah, but it wasn't made for those.
It was a Switch. It was a port. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, if it continues playing the way that it plays, I can easily see myself dropping 1,000 hours in this game.
Yeah, we're not going to play with White Devin and
thank God
them anymore. So
Gabe might play.
We'll figure out how to gift it to Snow.
If you're going to gift it to anybody, gift it to Gabe because he'll actually play it with us.
Snow will play it.
No, he won't.
He loves it.
He doesn't.
Why doesn't he?
It's not.
I believe Jordi. I believe Jordi when he says he's not going to play something. I don't believe Snow.
Did I enjoy Monster Hunter Worlds?
Did you?
He did.
No.
Snow was playing with us.
No, I wasn't.
Snow
like 20 hours with us.
Snow feels the same way about Monster Hunter that you feel about Destiny.
That's not possible.
Is that true, Snow?
I don't know if it's that much hatred, but it's a great looking game.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
I don't know. Just something about it that's not fun for me. Sorry.
I understand, buddy. I understand.
You don't want to be my friend anymore. Just say it right now.
What do you mean? I love you deeply, passionately, even. I'd kiss you on the neck as a friend.
I tried to kiss Jordi on the neck as a friend. He told me never do that again.
So, I started playing Redacted.
You started playing what?
Redacted.
What is that?
That's the name of the game.
No,
say it loud and proud.
That's the name of the
Let
game.
it out. I don't know, white man.
It's a lot of fun. It's got Hades vibes. So the whole story is you're on like a space prison, and you're one of the guards, and there's a big monster outbreak. So now there's people up in the security room watching your dumbass try to escape. And as you're going along, you get different power-ups and stuff like that, similar to Hades. They have like science, cryo, combustion, energy. So you get your shock, your rot, your fire, all that kind of stuff. One of the major differences is how many different forms of attack that you have and like upgrades that you can get. So you can, you got your normal, like, you have a melee, you have a gun, and you have your dash. But then there's also something called the gripper that does like a shockwave.
The gripper.
Yeah, dude, the game definitely does not take itself seriously, which is great. But it does like a pushback that you can push people into the environmental hazards and stuff like that. Once you complete each room, you have a choice of doors to go through, and it shows overhead like in Hades, where like, all right, well, if you go this way, it's energy, this way it's currency, whatever. And they have some meta progression stuff, so you can unlock like contraband or keys, and that lets you do like suit upgrades, gun upgrades, get new equipment to start with, all that kind of stuff. The cool thing that is added with this that I haven't seen done before is there are also prisoners or other escapees that you are racing as you're going through the run, and you each have like basically Helldiver style command codes that every once in a while it'll recharge after a couple of rooms, and you get to like fuck with the other person. So you can like make it to where they take more damage for a whole room, or like you're setting off like a gas leak or whatever, and like they're getting poisoned the whole time. But then they can set off stuff like, well, now there's a time bomb and you have 25 seconds to complete this entire room or you die. So it's pretty cool. There are a bunch of different characters so far. There is one that I just faced named Zach, who was the hacker, but he had a fucking keyboard and a wand and kept like talking to you like he was a fucking D&D wizard. But then he ended up being like a little mini boss, so you had to like actually fight somebody who also had the same type of weaponry and like abilities and shit that you did. So it's cool. I don't know how long a full run is so far because I have not actually beaten it yet. But I like it. It's been a lot of fun. Every time you go through a new run, they do give you a new name. So, and I just found out you can actually, if you get to the point where you died last, you can pick up your last corpse as a zombie and fight it and get all of its upgrades and stuff like that that you previously had. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
I would definitely pick this up if you're looking for something to play. It's free on Game Pass. No, I think it's on Game Pass, and it was also on PlayStation Plus and Epic Games not too long ago. I have it on Epic Games, but it's been a lot of fun. I always love the Hades styles games, and this definitely does that, but has like a new enough twist to it to make it feel like a completely fresh game. I'm excited to see what more comes from it. I would say I don't know if there's really anything bad about it, so I'm just going to go ahead and give it a 5 out of 5.
Dang, perfect.
Yep.
Wow.
There's story, but it's not like drawn out. You literally just get thrown in. You see a little cutscene of them laughing at you trying to escape, and that's it. Then you're playing the game.
All right.
Sounds awesome.
Thank you, Cody.
Jake sleeping?
Yep. Jordi, do you have a game?
I do not.
Oh my gosh. Just playing Minecraft like a degenerate.
I mean, Yeah. Yeah.
We were until it decided it didn't want to let Jake play
I
anymore.
found a new mod pack. We're gonna start.
Who knows what evil lurks in the hearts of men? The shadow knows.
All right, Cody, it's time. Tell us what the shadow knows.
Is it that time? So, funny you mentioned time. I almost didn't have the time because I started watching Daredevil Born Again, but it is 2 hour-long episodes for the premiere. So I was not prepared for that. I thought it was only going to be, 25, 30 minutes or so. It's full hour, which is perfectly fine with me. Yeah, man, I'm gonna love this. Everything about this is gonna be so fucking good.
I've seen people shitting on it.
For what?
I don't know. They said it wasn't. They said it wasn't as good, or they changed some shit or something. I don't remember. I saw a TikTok clip of it. Said it's not the same.
Oh my god.
Okay. Well, I mean,
Maybe it isn't.
whatever. People are people. I love it. So I guess if you didn't watch like Echo and stuff like that, there's some stuff that the people
The fuck is
probably missed
Echo?
out. It's another Marvel show from last year.
Jesus Christ Almighty!
Yeah,
But-
it's Kingpin's daughter
Mm-hmm.
The one who's deaf, right?
coming out of Hawkeye. Yeah.
Yep. Which was an interesting dynamic between her and Daredevil, because one's blind, one's deaf, so seeing them fight each other was like,
Ellen Keller.
wow. Yeah, that's no. Show's been fantastic. They have been playing with the cinematography for this, and I fucking love it. Like, I'm not gonna do any spoilers, but like the very first fight scene, they're moving back and forth between like this emergency situation and trying to evacuate people, and the civilians and cops doing that, and also Daredevil fighting the villain, and then they just keep like going back and forth and showing it in these just like completely different ways. At one point people shut the double doors so they can hide behind it, and then you just see the silhouettes of both of them fighting. And then like every chance he gets, Daredevil's shutting out the lights or hitting the lights out or doing whatever, so that way who he's fighting is also blind, but a little bit more of an advantage for him. Yeah, so they're just going through all that, and then like when they do flashes of lights, fucking Daredevil's got like 13 knives just stuck in his body, and he just like slaps them off and goes back to fighting.
Pretty cool.
The coolest thing so far is it shows more of like, Daredevil's not exactly superhuman. Who he's fighting isn't superhuman. They have no like superpowers or anything like that. So like they get halfway through the fight and both of them can barely walk, but both of them know that they can't stop. So they're just like walking up the stairs and like, oh god, fucking hold on a second. Just let me, nope, okay, we're back to it. Let's fucking go. And like the way that the villain just kind of lazily kills people is kind of hilarious, but like he'll just be sitting on the side of the banister, barely being able to like catch his breath, and he'll just throw a knife and kill somebody, and they fall down the stairs. He's like, okay, cool, so I can just walk up the stairs now. But they've been playing around with the cinematography for it a lot, even in just like the normal shots. Just like how I was talking with the Defenders, a lot of it is they have like the background red hues to everything, like the smoke of New York is red, and like the TV, most of what's glaring off of the TV is red, and like just red lights flashing everywhere, which is cool. I loved that they did that with the Defenders. I wish the Defenders itself was better, but yeah, whatever. We'll get there. I love it. I don't know, man. I don't know. There's just not much to not like. I don't understand why people would be upset. I mean, I know why, because it's the internet, but whatever. Fucking amazing. I'm so happy it's back. I'm ready for it. What the fuck is his name? Vincent D'Onofrio? Is that who plays Mr. Fisk?
Kingpin.
Yeah,
Kingpin.
perfect. Will not ever be a better person to play that character. Ever.
He's a great actor.
He's
Loved
fucking
him in Men in Black.
But yeah, I would watch it. I mean, if just from the so much happened in the first episode, I'm just so ready to see everything else that happens. And now they're like openly mentioning Spider-Man and the mutants and all this other kind of shit. So, we're finally tying everything together. It's about damn time. 5 out of 5. Watch it.
I plan on it. Jeez.
Do you need to watch the old one first?
No.
It was
No.
canceled 7 years ago. I would hope not.
No, so like really the only thing that you would be confused about is if you didn't watch Echo, you would be confused on what exactly is happening with Kingpin. Outside of that, that's it.
Google it.
Fair enough.
Yep. You can just Google a recap or not care about it. That's fine too. It doesn't play a ton into it other than there are some jabs that Matt takes that you wouldn't understand if you didn't know what happened to him, but it's fine.
Heck yeah.
Phenomenal. I hope this is like the new gold standard for the Marvel shows going forward, because they did mention before they were kind of doing shows just to do shows and get stuff out there. Now they're treating shows as series that they want to go on and be a long running series, which is good. I think that's what they should have done to begin with, but whatever. Doing these little 6 episodes of like, hey, here's this character. You'll see him again in 4 years. Okay, cool.
Very good, buddy.
Thanks,
Fantastic.
Cody.
Doing Lord's work, kid.
You want to talk about the Lord's work? I finished Fear the Walking Dead season 2 and 3, and started season 4. So like we were in the ranch, we all got there, we're having a good time. It just so happens that the people who are own the ranch took it from the Native Americans. Big surprise. So the Native Americans have their tribe. They want the land back. So things don't go the way planned at the ranch, because a big huge horde comes through due to one of the people who own the ranch who was exiled. Long story about that. We move on. We need water. We're gonna go trade with the people over at the dam. You know what? We'll settle there. Go there. Things don't go the way it planned at the dam, so we gotta go. We blow up the dam. Water goes everywhere. The people of the world enjoy the water. I guess that's a good thing. And you know what? We come back season 4. We see Rick and the crew from The Walking Dead, and we're starting up. We find a place at a baseball stadium. Looks great. So we'll see how things go from there. And in the last episode I watched, my favorite character, didn't make it. So I'm kind of
Was planned.
Yeah, kind of upset about that, but hey, still a great show. 10 out of 10.
Hell yeah. I love that we all have different rating systems.
I started a new show. Dave was telling me about it. So I was like, all right, I'll check it out. It's called The White Lotus. Anybody seen it?
They have
Nope.
a coffee creamer.
Good coffee creamer.
I've heard.
That's all I know about it.
It is a murder mystery gimmick.
Okay.
It's set at a casino, or not a casino, a resort. And I've only gotten through the first couple episodes of the first season, but from what I read was that every season has a different cast, except for one. Jennifer Coolidge is in every season.
Okay,
and
so it's like a American Horror Story type thing.
yeah. And yeah, it's been every season has a different has a different. They're at a different resort, but it's all the same White Lotus, like owned by the same people.
Okay.
I'm about 3 episodes in. Found out the dad doesn't have ball cancer, so that's good. Sydney Sweeney's in this first season. She's great in it so far. Really enjoying it. Alexandria Daddario is also in it. So if you are a fan of Alexandra Daddario, then you'll love this. But yeah, so far so good. I'm really enjoying it so far. I give it a solid 7 snowflakes out of 20.
So not even 50%.
That's not even a good.
Yeah, that's
Rating.
terrible.
I was
That's
just trying to. I was just thinking of a word.
It's like 2 out of 5.
Good. You thought
Yeah.
of a number.
Yeah, I think you guys would enjoy it. Specifically, I think Jordi would like it the most because it kind of has that spooky mystery vibe. But you guys would all probably like it.
What did you say it's on again?
Max.
Okay.
Oh, I watched Lord of the Rings: War of the Rohirrim.
Okay. Okay.
As I was saying, the art, fantastic. Movie looks great. I think the frame rate could be bumped up a little bit. It is a Lord of the Rings movie, so it is one of the longest things you could sit through. But it's pretty enjoyable. I mean, it's like straight up like a political war movie. Beginning of the movie, like there's Helm, the king of Helm's Deep fame. He has a daughter, and she's also a pretty good warrior. But his brother or something, I never really got how they were related. But I'm guessing brother because his son was Helm's cousin, who they like were having a party. Guys broke in. He was like, "Hey, my son, marrying your daughter." And King Helm was like, "I think my daughter gets to decide who she's getting married to." And
Oh,
he was
yeah.
like, and he was like, "Nah, I think it's best." And they start arguing, and the king's like, "Why don't we take this outside? Unless you're pussy." And
Okay, that's exactly
I mean,
what I said, too.
it pretty much is. So they
Unless
go
you're
outside.
pussy.
Yeah, so they go outside. Dude's getting all, he's talking all big and bad because he's much bigger than the king, right? So they start getting into a little fisticuffs. Throws a punch, king ducks, punches him one time, kills him. And that's basically the rest of the movie, is them mobilizing on the king's forces, fighting, showing Helm his daughter. She's a great warrior, all that. It's a fun movie. I mean, if you have 2 hours to sit and just chill, watch a movie, and just take in like really beautifully animated. I'd say it's worth it. Like I said, it is Lord of the Rings. Drops a bunch of Lord of the Rings lore, all that. Now, you do get to know what happens in Helm's Deep, which I think is really, really cool.
Yeah.
I give it a 7 out of 10 snowflakes. Fun movie.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. Shall we talk some wrestling?
We should.
So Elimination Chamber happened. 4 matches. We all went 3-1,
That's hilarious.
except for Jordi,
Oh, well.
who went 2-2.
Ooh.
But we opened up with the women's elimination chamber. We all picked Alexa to win. That didn't happen. Start of the match though, we had a big return. Jade Cargill came back. She was out for revenge. Whoever, broke her neck, threw her on the car. Liv was scared that she was going to get attacked, but it wasn't. Jade went after Naomi. Destroyed her.
Crazy.
Beat her down. To me, I still don't think it was Naomi that did it.
I don't think it was Naomi either.
I don't think so either.
Who you thinking?
I'm thinking it was Bianca.
I think it was Bianca too.
She looking a little calm.
A little too calm for somebody that just watched her best friend get beat up by her returning best friend.
She don't want to talk
Yeah.
about it either.
She
No.
don't.
Which honestly would be a good storyline. I'm here for it.
Yeah.
Like she's just been secretly pulling the strings this whole time, trying to be the only one.
I don't think that I would venture to say that I don't think that fucking Naomi even knows that Bianca attacked.
It's possible. And, we'll hopefully have that promo of like, I don't know why the hell she came after me. Yeah, I don't know, man. That's weird.
Crazy dog.
Question, just because I watched the show spotty. Why was Liv freaking out when Jade came out?
She was saying it wasn't
What was
me. I
that
didn't
about?
do it. I didn't do it because everybody was blaming Liv for attacking
They have
Jade.
security
Okay.
camera footage of her and Raquel basically leaving the scene.
Okay,
So everybody assumes it was them that did it, but
gotcha.
we had a big tag team match. Tiffy and Trishy. Tiffany Stratton, Trish Stratus took on Nia Jax and Candice LeRae. We all picked the Tiff and Trish connection, and they did pick up that win in their hometown of Canada.
Wasn't a bad match. It was fine.
I liked it.
Big Toronto people,
Yeah.
It was not a bad match. I thought Nia was gonna break Trish.
I did
Scared
too.
me.
Like, that's anytime someone's in the ring with Nia. Like,
Next, we had an unsanctioned match. WWE was not, responsible for anything that happened in this match. Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn. We all picked Kevin Owens, and we got this right. Pretty good match. Great spots in it, Did what it needed to do.
The streets was saying that that they didn't gimmick the barbed wire either.
I saw that too.
It's like Kevin.
why would you?
Great spots though.
Yeah.
Great match.
Yeah, I mean, they looked like they were having a good time out there.
Mm-hmm.
We had another big return after Randy Orton came back. 'Cause
Man, I thought he was going to hit that punt. Oh my god.
Kevin Owens, was beating up Sammy after the match. Randy came in, saved the day. And, we had the men's elimination chamber. We all picked John Cena, except for Jordi, who picked CM Punk. But it did come down to, Cena and Punk, the last two. John Cena did pick up the win after Seth Rollins used the big old stomp on Punk, cost him the match.
That was a good spot.
Cena's going on to WrestleMania to face Cody Rhodes.
He is.
But before we get to that, The Rock needed to know Cody's answer to if Cody was gonna give The Rock his soul.
I need your soul.
Uh,
The belt, man. Love it.
Travis Scott was there.
Yeah, he was. For whatever reason.
He about took Cody Rhodes out.
Yeah, that was
Cody?
Said he had
pretty good.
a ruptured eardrum and something else was going on. From the way he smacked the side of his head.
Cody denied. He said, "Nah, man, I'm not. You're not getting my soul." I thought we thought that was it, Cody and John, hugged it out, shook hands. Little did we know, The Rock gave the signal to Cena.
He did.
A 2-finger.
Whatever he
Man.
did. Yeah, John Cena is not a good guy anymore. He snapped his
Bad
fingers.
guy.
And all the
Boy,
Make-A-Wish kids disappeared.
It sure was nice hearing the WWE universe boo John Cena with me. I never thought I'd see the day. It was
Jordi
great.
can attest to how loud I got when that happened. I was fucking excited.
Yeah. Well, and like you were saying, you said he basically called it because he was just on the some podcast or interview or whatever, and basically
That
was alluding to the fact that sometimes everybody's got to change, everybody's got to make decisions.
He said on the Chris Van Vliet podcast that it's hard to be perfect 100% of the time. Everybody betrays their own morals on occasion.
He even talks about turning heel with him and Rock. So
Yeah. I think the next time we see Cena, it's going to be a completely new theme. It has to be a new theme.
Has to be.
I'm thinking suit and tie. Fucking next time he wrestles, those jorts ain't coming out.
What if he just goes back to like the prototype John Cena?
That would be silly.
he doesn't have the body for it anymore.
Yeah. No. And I've seen a lot of people saying, what about Thugonomics?
No.
I think he'll wear the jorts.
I don't.
Might be black.
He said that.
What, you
He
think he's going to
said-
come out in trunks?
He's going back to cargo.
He said in that same podcast that there was a moment where Vince had said, we're going to turn you. He went and got trunks, boots, like completely changed his look. And I think that's the same kind of thing that Cena would do. I don't think he's going to do this. I think he wants to completely differentiate from babyface, hustle, loyalty, respect, and go to something completely different.
It'd be funny if he stole like Punk's gimmick and just started
Voice of
wearing
the voiceless?
No, not the gimmick, like his gear. Just started wearing like his exact gear, but in Cena colors.
And fucking the Massachusetts flag instead of the fucking, instead of the Chicago Star.
Yeah.
That would be funny. It'd be silly, but it'd be funny.
So I think the next time we see John Cena, I think he's scheduled for like the March 17th or some the shows overseas.
Okay.
So I don't know. Is that a good thing or a bad thing that we have to wait? Because I mean, the press conference afterwards, he's like drops the mic and leaves.
I think it's a good thing because it gives the fans like us time to be like, well, what's he gonna do? Is he gonna do this? Is he gonna do this? Could he go this route? What's he gonna do? And then when we finally see it, it's like, oh shit! All right, well now what's the next step? Like, what's going on for Mania? Like, what are we doing?
It's crazy. Like a lot of the signs were there. I mean,
Yeah.
he was throwing up 3. Like, what
Yeah.
was that?
But still, like the signs have been there so many times before for Cena, and he just went, nah, not doing it.
They even
So like,
they even put the promo picture of all 3 of them online. Like,
Yeah.
nobody got it. Fast forward to Raw though. We opened the show with CM Punk. He was a bit mad. Cut a really good promo.
Brother, wasn't it?
Called the Rock a bald fraud.
Man, that was a good one.
Anytime Punk is like, anytime Punk has something that he is excited to do, his promos are the best thing you've ever heard.
yeah. I mean, I don't, the pipe bomb promos were always good.
I'm thinking like, I think back to the last time Punk and Rock had a promo together. When he hit that, your arms aren't long enough to box with God. Like,
Yeah. Or hell, even going back to the old days, I'm not holding a microphone, you dumb bitch. Like,
that's funny.
like I don't know, when he's like, I agree. When he's passionate about something, when he's having fun doing what he wants.
When
to
he's
be
having
doing.
fun, that is when he's the best.
Yeah.
And he seems like he's having fun.
Yeah,
Like
I
him
think-
and MJF had some fucking fantastic promos together. I think him and MJF is like his second best feud.
Okay.
Behind Cena and him.
Yeah,
And I definitely think that's MJF's best feud.
Absolutely MJF's best feud.
Well, and I think his problem is a lot of the places he's gone to, he's had, I'm sure, some restrictions of like, hey, you can push the boundary, but maybe hold it back on this, and maybe don't talk about these certain things. I think right now he's not restricted. They're just saying, go be Punk.
If he's gonna be restricted anywhere, it's WWE though.
But I also, I don't know, it feels like they're just kind of letting him do whatever he wants to do at this point.
I think they might give him leniency on what he's saying. I don't think he's doing whatever he wants to do. If he's doing whatever he wants to do, he's in the main event of WrestleMania. Like,
Unless he doesn't want that pressure.
He still has that favor.
He does
He
still have
does.
that favor.
He does.
Maybe.
Does still have that favor.
Triple threat.
I'd be cool with a triple threat.
And then, Seth Rollins came out and they started brawling throughout the whole arena.
It was a great beginning, great opening.
Yeah, and at the main event, Io and Rhea
Oh man.
for the women's title. Winner goes and faces Bianca. We have a new women's champion, Io Sky,
Yeah, it was unexpected.
which is great.
Rhea cut a fantastic promo afterwards too.
Yeah, I loved it.
Yeah, it was
I
really
loved
good.
all of it. The match was great. Great surprise. I definitely think it was a shock on Raw. Although I don't know. I felt like it was possible just because of the way like everything was building.
Yeah.
And I don't think Rhea needs the title right now. I think it's great too. I think switching titles on Raw sometimes is great.
I agree, and I also think
Especially when your world champions are not wrestling often, which I think is a trope that needs to go away.
I agree. Also, don't
Yeah,
think champions need to be champion for a year at a time either. But
No, not always.
like, we just got out of Roman having it for 1,200 days, and now we're with Cody Rhodes, who's had it for a year. Like,
He has had it for a year.
it's not as fun to me, but that's whatever. Who cares?
All right. Anything else? AEW?
I didn't watch today.
Are they still running?
They are still running.
They're
Oh.
on right now, triple threat. Or no, tag team.
AEW
I know how much Snow hates it, but they
Oh
are
my
still
God,
running.
dude. You're such a hot dog.
A hot dog.
AEW Revolution's this weekend, isn't it?
A hot dog.
Oh, is it? No, but it says this Sunday as I look over. It sure is.
I hope they have a great
I
pay-per-view.
think it's going to be on Prime too. I think it's moving to Prime.
Is it on
Oh
Max?
my God. If it's on Prime, I'm going to be.
I don't think it's free on Prime, but I think it's on Prime.
That sucks, but
Is
that
it
is
free
better
on
than what
Max?
it's on.
No, not
That's
free anywhere.
So dumb. I mean, I get it. Need to make money, but I don't like it.
NXT.
Oh my god, it's $50 on Prime.
That's the same price it's always been.
That's actually cheaper
Yeah.
than it usually is.
Really?
Is
It's
it?
usually $60. Yeah.
No, it's normally 50.
Is it?
Yeah.
I
it's been
thought
50 the whole time.
I've been paying 60. That's good.
Last thing, Cora Jade and Jordan Grace had a match that was stopped.
I saw the stoppage.
It wasn't her knee.
I know.
It wasn't at her knee. I think she got knocked out or knocked loopy, so they had to stop the match.
Jordan said it was a tit.
Who said
That's
what?
it?
Jordan?
I'm gonna pop them
Grace
balloons.
said it was a tit.
Yeah, Jordan Grace said Cora popped a tit.
Oh well, that's unfortunate.
Oh no, I missed.
Yeah, we'll see what plays out on the road to WrestleMania, and whatever happens after AEW Revolution.
I am much more excited about this road to WrestleMania than I was like last week. Well, a lot of people, me included, said we're thinking this build's been kind of slow, but the things they've done have very much enticed me.
We're just in the 5th inning. All right, it's time for Jordi to tell us what we got wrong.
No.
Bum, bum, bum. For the record, there are several types of axes, Jake. Various sizes, shapes, weights. So technically, there are a lot of middle-level axes.
All right, name a couple of them.
Had to come to Cody's defense. I thought about writing them down, but I was like, meh.
Don't
It's not
believe
part of
you.
my job.
Not true.
You can get on Google for the details. Plus, this segment's not for you. This is for the people, so that they know that you were wrong. Russians, Devin. None of them used sickles to do any kind of farm work because they used scythes. Sickles are
Dumbass.
small and handheld.
Oh my god. Their flag, the Soviet Union flag, had a sickle on it. Come on.
It did. It
They didn't
did.
use them though.
But that is not what was used to
That's come on. We're
to
being
harvest crops.
shallow.
I'm being
and
what?
pedantic.
Am I being
Shallow and
correct?
Shallow and
Am I-
pedantic.
Am I setting the record straight?
You ever notice anytime Jordi sets Devin straight, Devin has an excuse about it,
a rebuttal? Yeah,
and
for sure.
he's like, "No, it can't be true."
Lastly, I feel like somebody mentioned this before I started typing. I don't know, but it's just a nice little fun fact. Disney characters are not in Shrek because Disney characters typically are not Disney characters. They're Brothers Grimm characters, and they are public domain. Hence why you have Snow White in Shrek.
And the gingerbread man.
And Pinocchio.
All right.
Shrek is not Brothers Grimm, though. I thought
Puss in Boots.
Shrek probably would have been, but Shrek is his own thing. He was not part of the Brothers Grimm.
Okay.
He's a DreamWorks guy.
Shrek is an 80s kid. He was conceptualized in the 80s.
Hell yeah.
Oh, Mike Myers been working hard for that.
Yes, he has. So is Chris Farley. Rest in peace. And that is your record. Set straight.
Well, we didn't beat the system this time, but maybe there's always next week.
Damn
You
it,
never
Devin.
will.
It's all right. We don't have to follow the rules.
Rest in peace, Joey Bosa. It's time to take it home. Go follow us on Twitter at TopTerta, where we post updates to the podcast and links to where you can go watch the podcast, because we are on YouTube, youtube.com/@TopTerta. We post these videos every Friday, usually at 4 p.m. Eastern. So go subscribe to us there. If you're a degenerate, go like us on Facebook. We'll start using that a little bit more, even though it's disgusting and deplorable. We just hit 60 subscribers, so thanks for that. Twitter, TikTok, the beast. No, that's me.
And as always, you can find me on Blue Sky at wise-bun or Instagram at wise_bun_.
Gingerbeard Man 22 for me at the Blue Sky.
At Friendly Plays at _ I'm just Jake on Twitter. Blue Sky. I'm just Jake.
Did you have a stroke?
Yeah.
Still having it.
Yeah.
On Twitter at SexyDebbieB. TikTok, DebbieB5. Gandalf has one of the rings of power called Narya. It's the ring of fire.
What?
Narya. This ring gives him great strength and endurance.
Makes
Does
sense.
it burn, though?
No,
Okay.
not him.
Why Gandalf act like he can't use a ring of power if he uses one?
He's built different. Because it's not the one that corrupts.
Well, and also he would be using 2 at that point, and I feel like
Okay,
that's like,
but all the fucking one ring does is put you into the shadow realm. Like,
It corrupts you, Jesus Christ.
it didn't corrupt Samwise Gamgee.
because he's better than that.
He didn't put it on.
That's true.
Stupid.
Frodo's dumbass slipped it on. He was like, "Oh my god,
Frodo said, "Oh, I'm
gonna kill
dropping it.
everybody.
I'm dropping it."
I have to keep this."
He said, "Oh no, look what happened by accident."
Oh no, it opened up the envelope by itself and jumped on my finger.
Oh no, Gollum, kill Samwise.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Leave no evidence, please.
Sam, I can't do this. This is mine. Goodbye, bitch.
I could have saved Golem, but I didn't.
Golem should not have been saved.
Golem.
Hail Satan.
Golem, Smear Gold, none of them should have been
Oh,
saved.
Satan. Thought we were up.
Geodude. From all of us at TopTerta, just gonna want to wish you a great March. Beware the Ides of March. So I'm gonna bid you guys a good morning, good afternoon, good night, and goodbye.
Bang. Beware the Ides of March, he says. Somebody has to.